If you need a protection charm bag for back to school, I've got you covered. Make sure you like the video and stay tuned. I'm going to show you the perfect one for you and how to do it with things you already have around the house. You have asked and I have meditated, and this is what came up. So I'm going to base this on my personal charm protection bag. And what you're going to need for this is just things that you're finding around the house. If you have crystals already, perfect. If you have symbols that are important to you, perfect. I've got some buttons here. So the purpose of a charm bag is to give you that energetic protection and knowing that it's there in your pocket, knowing it's hanging on around you. Now this can be put in one of these cute little mesh bags that you find wherever. If you have a crystal shop by you, go ahead and have a look around in there. But this is just, what I have on hand at home and why it works. So back to school, back to work, new job stuff, it's all pretty tough. So this is what I carry with me, whenever I leave my house. So I have a pentacle in here for protection, for reminder. I have a little rose quartz heart that sits in there. I've got some adventuring, these green ones. I've got, I think that's tiger's eye for travel, smoky quartz, carnelian, and amethyst. So this is just kind of like a little go-to package of courage for me. I keep it on me, and anytime I sort of feel a little off or energy, I remember it's in my pocket and I have a little smile. Okay, so this is a protection pouch because of the intent that I've put in here. What do I want to live in here? So I'll show you how I did it. So the point and purpose of this charm bag is for you to feel protected. So for me, I get protection, I get awareness of all sides. It ties in with my tattoo. Very important symbolism to me. So if you have a cross or if you have a feather, you can stick that in your bag. We're just going to build one here. Now, I also like to do different textured beads, and I'll do different color beads in there depending on if I'm trying to keep chakras aligned, if I need more blue in my life or green or whatever. And the reason I choose different beads is because you have the option of having glass, plastic, wooden, metal beads, and that adds an element. So I've got the earth element, wood element in here right now as well. So you can add something that represents water if you if you want things to flow a little bit more. But whatever color feels really good to you, whatever makes you feel good, that's the color you want to put in there. You guys know we do the simple spells here. I also have buttons set aside. I'm obsessed with buttons right now. Kind of helps to keep things together, helps me fasten things together, put ideas together. It's just one of those things. We can button up, we can unbutton, and button, who has a button? So I'm just going to actually stick these in the bag as we go. Sorry, I'm blocking the way. Stick these in the bag as we go so I know they're in there. Nice and tidy. I like marbles because you can have them to represent different crystals as well. The intent that goes behind them, plus they're really fun to play with. When we need to remember to roll with things, to go with it, marbles are a really good way of remembering. And so I have some. I'm going to put them in my bag right now. Another thing I'm big on is bells. Alert, alert, alert. Clear energy, clear energy, clear energy. Bells are really good for that, but I don't want it to be too loud, so I found just a little tiny bell to stick in there. OMG, Char, is that a googly eye you're sticking in your protective charm bag? Yes, yes it is. Why would I do that? With the intent of keeping an eye on things. Helping spirit help keep an eye on me. You see where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going with this? Now, if you don't have access to a crystal shop, or if you want to do something way more personal, go into your yard and find a couple of really cool rocks. ones that stick out to you, ones that look really cool. These guys, I love finding rocks, so I will bring rocks in my pocket home. And this is a gorgeous brownish red rock, and this is a dark rock with white quartz flecks in it. And I have kept these in my pockets off and on. So find a pretty rock, and you can put your power into this rock and say, I use this as a representation of amethyst, and it is going to cleanse and protect, right? I put the intent into this rock to be a stone of protection. This is now a magical tool, and so it is. And so now I've made these rocks, these everyday ordinary rocks from my yard, into my magical practice. So into the bag they go. Now we have a bag of charms. What do we do with it? Now you can use anything you want. You can use a little change purse. You can use a little bag. You can fill it as much or as little as you want. These are just ideas. These are just ideas. Bay leaf is a big part of my practice. Let me show you what I'm doing with it. So at this point, you can hold this charm bag in your hand and you can say, the intent is for protection to live here, protection to protect me, and to help my spirits protect me, my spirit guides protect me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if you want to take it a step further, for girls, if you write the Bracana rune 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it helps to evoke the protection of the goddess. For boys, if you put the representation of algae onto a bay leaf, we're going to look at finding balance, finding yes, no, finding male, female in consciousness and protection. This also represents the twins. So when, the boys are going through their sort of moments of duality, they also have that protection. So I've got 3 bees, 3 Bracanas on my bay leaf. I put it on there just with Sharpie. Sorry, the lighting's bad. And I am going to invoke the protection of the goddess because I am a female, and this is where I am putting this feminine energy here in the protection of the goddess because I just built a charm bag with you guys. All right, and now that it's complete, you can write that on a piece of paper. You can also put your intentions. Ooh. So you can write words of protection that are important to you. Confident, protected, guided, shielded, on a piece of paper, and you can also put that into your charm bag. So this is very, very personal. This is for each person's, this is the best way to do it for yourself. All right. You don't need to go on the online and buy a whole bunch of fancy stuff. You can do this with stuff that you have at home. Like even if you're using a sandwich baggie and you've got a couple of things in there, that's your baggie of protection. So now I'm just going to hold this in both of my hands and I'm going to say a little prayer. So thank you for being with me, guiding me, protecting me. Thank you for the empowerment of knowing that I am guided and protected. With this charm bag, the intent is to, now you fill in your blank here. What is your intent with your charm bag? The intent is to keep me centered, to have a fair voice, the protection to use my voice correctly, practice sportsmanship. This is going to help protect me in new environments. This is going to help me think before I act. Whatever it is that you're wanting this charm bag of protection for, that's what you say out loud. All right, and you can say it for whatever things. Protection on the road as I'm driving, to help me not absorb energy of too many people around me. There's a lot of reasons why we would. So now that your prayer is set, your intent is set, you're good to go. Take it with you, throw it in your purse, throw it in your school bag, keep it in your pocket. All right, so both boy and girl protection here. If it is needed where you are doing they protection, algae is a good one because it is balance of masculine and feminine, so it can be used for both. Okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Another little thing is whenever you're thinking of it, you got your hand in your pocket or you're holding your bag, just say a little prayer of gratitude. Thank you for being here with me. I feel so guided and protected right now. I feel empowered with what I did. Okay, you take it out, put it in the sunlight, charge it however you feel. This is your personal spell. This is your bind with these things in here that somebody else cannot come in and disturb. All right, if you need to, you can charge them with sound, ringing a little bell over them, clapping at them, putting them in the sunlight, in the moonlight, whatever you feel you need to do to charge this up, that's the right thing to do. Okay, my friends, there we go. Thank you for this great request. It was a lot of fun to make a charm bag of protection with you. And if you want more information on these guys, I do have a runes cheat sheet available. I'll put the link to Gumroad down below. All right. Bright blessings, much protection, and let me know in the comments down below if you want something that you put in your charm bag. I'm really excited to hear about it. All right, much love, you guys. Love and light and protection.